This is our baby girl. She just turned 1, but she hasn't started walking on her own yet. I thought it'd be really special to make some shoes for my baby girl before she takes her first steps. She's gonna do it any day. She's not walking yet without holding onto a hand. See if I can make her some cool little leather shoes that she could take her first steps in. All right, so the kids are in bed and I'm in the shop and I'm gonna get busy here. So I need to pick out some leather. I need to make a pattern. I've never made shoes or booties before. Okay, so let's pick out some leather first of all. This is one that I had in mind. It's a 5-ounce leather. It's really nice and soft to the touch. It's a little bit thicker than some of the other leather that I've seen for other little baby booties and things like that. But I think if we skive the edges where the seams meet and do a nice job at that, it will keep the bulk down and also make it a lot easier to flip right side out. Okay, we've got all the parts cut out. What we'll do next is go to the skiving machine, which is that machine over there. You can skive by hand. Skiving is thinning down the edge of the leather or thinning down any portion of the leather, but when we skive the seams, we're going to skive down just the edges that are going to be sewn together, and what that does is reduce the bulk in the seam. Run over to the skiver and kind of get it set up. We'll get it dialed in with some scrap leather. I'll show you how I do that. So this is an NP4 skiving machine. It's a bell skiver. They call it a bell skiver because it has a bell knife here. Super sharp. I have a scar on my finger because I touched it, did not respect the knife. It's very sharp and it can be resharpened. There's a sharpening stone inside the machine when it needs it. This is from Tandy Leather. I'm really thankful to be working with Tandy. They helped me get this into the shop so that I can use it on these projects and show you how it works. So really thankful to them for that. So right now what I want to do is adjust the depth of the skive so that I can choose the thickness that I want it to end up at, as well as the width of the skive, so I can determine how far in from the edge I want it to skive. So we'll do that now. Since we are going to have about a 1/4 inch seam allowance, I want to skive in a little bit past a 1/4 inch, so maybe we'll shoot for 3/8 of an inch or so for the width of the skive. So that worked out really well. I'm really happy with how that skive came out. So that's about half the thickness, or even a little bit less than half the thickness. Eventually it's going to be flipped right side out like this. So that's where the reduction in the bulk is really nice. And the seam that's turned on the inside just becomes quite thin and doesn't leave a whole lot of bulk inside of the shoe. Your shoe. What do you think? Well, we got them done. Let's see if they fit.
Come on, Cinderella. Here come my hands. Oh, good job.
Good. Well, that was a really fun project. I think they're gonna fit for a couple months anyway. I think she will take her first steps in them, so that'll be pretty cool.